Hello and welcome to Wingin It. So we are back here. We have game 2 from our round 5 match against Ethma from the Lucky Lake Duck Dash. So yeah, if you have not seen game 1 already, I would recommend you go check that out. Unfortunately, we did lose that one, so we have got it all to do here. Of course, best of 3, so we're not out, but we do need to win game 2 here for sure. And if we get to, hopefully, that game 3, we're going to need to win that as well. So Ethma go first here, and a house finch in the tray, so already not looking super good there for us, but hopefully we can get a good starting hand and get off to a good start of our own, and yeah, try our best to win this match and take it to that deciding game 3. Alright, here we go. Ethma has picked their starting hand. Let's have a look at ours. That is not super inspiring. Not a whole lot of great options there. What has Ethma kept? Wow, okay. 5 food and no birds. You do not see that very often. Very interesting. So that gives me a little bit more to work with, perhaps. But yeah, this is not super positive. No wetlands options really. I mean, the oyster catcher, to be honest, might be our best bet. Is there a worm in the feeder? There is a worm in the feeder, so we could at least go with that. And then the turkey vulture, of course, no food. It's free, so can get that down. In the wetlands, maybe just start digging. Depends what the oyster catcher gives, of course. Or maybe put it in the forest. Give myself some opportunities to discard some extra cards that I'm drawing and turn this into food. So yeah, with 5 food, I have to say, I imagine Ethma surely is going to go for the house finch. Maybe put that in the wetland and start digging and see what they get. But I think we're probably going to go with this. And as I say, grab a worm. Play the oyster catcher. The red-shouldered hawk is tempting as well for a forest option. But I think really we just need to see what this oyster catcher gives us. Hopefully something good to work with. And if not, I think probably put the turkey vulture in the wetlands alongside it and just start drawing. And yeah, bonus cards. It's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. Do I go enclosure builder because I'm already starting one with the oyster catcher? Does synergize with the third end of round goal as well. Or do I go forester on the assumption I'm going to pick up the hawk? I think enclosure builder is probably the safer keep here because I'm already going to have one, and like I say, maybe aim to get a couple more. Bell's very tempting, but 4 worms between these 2 birds. There's not enough worms in the feeder for that. So I think we're just going to go with this. And yeah, like I say, get the worm. Get the oyster catcher down. It's a little bit of a negative because it's giving Ethma a card, and that gives him something to cycle, but I think I just need to see cards as well, to be honest. I'm not really in a position where I can really be able to draw cards myself. So he did take the house finch. And yeah, kingbird is interesting. But I'm going to take the worm because I desperately need that for oyster catcher. So I'm hoping he plays this in the wetlands. I think if I played the oyster catcher first and gave him the card, I reckon he might put it in the grasslands and just legs a few times. Got plenty of egg space. And then you could go for something like the kingbird. He might still do that. That's probably how I would go for it. It's a little bit more risky. I think the safer play would be wetlands house finch, start drawing some cards. You're going to see more cards, get some points whilst you are drawing. And that's what he's done, so that's good. That's relieving. So we'll play his oyster catcher and see what it's going to give us. What is it going to give us? Nothing super duper amazing. Yeah, the willet would be nice, but I don't have the food for it and there's no food in the feeder, so it might have to be pine siskin just as a forest bird, because I can get the seed for that and get it down. But Montague's Harrier is an absolute no-no, so whichever of these 2 I take, yeah, Ethma will take the other one and I'll get left with the Harrier. So he doesn't have any seeds, which kind of is like, could leave the siskin. I think he'll probably try and get the willet down and start digging, but yeah, I think we need to go the siskin. It's just a way for us really to to get some points and some extra food, because no forest option at the moment. It is gonna slow us down a bit, but yeah, we'll see. I think there's not enough amazing. There we go. Montague's Harrier. Could work, actually, to be fair. It could work as a something to hit Enclosure Builder later. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that, so... Yeah, I think we do... Yeah, I think he's gonna play the Willet and start digging. I think we'll probably do the same. We'll lay eggs, play the Turkey Vulture, start digging. I'm kind of tempted to get something... I could even play the Turkey Vulture with the Grasslands, to be honest, to get something for the send around. But now we'll take a seed for the Siskin. I think that's how we're going to do this. What do I want to play? Still looking at that Red-Shouldered Hawk as an option, but I think that might be something that Ethma takes. I'm going to lay eggs. If you don't know what you want to do, lay eggs. That's my rule of thumb. So I think I could still potentially go for that Red-Shouldered Hawk myself. But yeah, I think he might go for the Kingbird or the Hawk, whichever one is still there. Those are both good opening options, I think. But equally, I might have to deny that Chaffinch because he's going to draw a lot of cards. So we'll see if he picks up now, or if he's going to play his second Wetland Bird first. Right, looks like he has played the Willet. And yeah, to be honest, all of those birds are good. He could easily pick up and play any of those. But the Chaffinch in particular, I think that does make me a bit nervous. So, yeah, I think we'll take both of these. Okay, those are birds you want to see come up. Chetty's Warble and Buick's Wren, I'm fine. I'm fine with those coming up, so that's not too bad. And yeah, we could still play the Chaffinch. That could not be a bad. If it's going to help win the end around, I don't necessarily hate that. And maybe we will go with the Red-Shouldered Hawk over the Siskin, because those tuck cards can go here instead, and maybe we'll get some points from the Red-Shouldered Hawk. So we've got options. We've got options. This Turkey Vulture, I might actually, because he has got the Willet, I might play that now as well in the wetlands. He's already starting to draw, so yeah, we'll play. I think we do want to be able to get a second Wetland Bird so we can start drawing more. So we'll get that down there, and then I think we can play the Chaffinch and lay eggs for the send around. That gives us an extra turn. Maybe play the Hawk, maybe draw some cards. I'll see how I feel. But really, it's all about what that round 2 tray has in store, because yeah, we're going to need something good. We're going to need something good to get us going. But interesting, he's not taken the Kingbird. Savvy's Warbler. Okay, I mean, it worked in game 1 for Ethma, just digging like mad. But to be honest, glad I picked up that Chaffinch now. Very glad I picked up that Chaffinch. Because yeah, that would have been awful for me to leave for Ethma. But if he's going to give me some free cards, it's kind of not too bad. So we'll play the Chaffinch. We'll play the Chaffinch, we'll lay eggs, we'll win the end around. And yeah, it's all about setting ourselves up with a decent foundation and hoping, as I say, the next round tray is going to be good. But man, finding Savvy's Warbler so quickly like that, that's a lot of card draw. You draw 2, you draw another 2, and then you see another card with the Housefinch. So it's Raven digging again. Raven digging 2.0 from Ethma. This is clearly the approach to take if you want to win games. So yeah, we'll see. They do already have a rodent, so we'll see if they can yeah, find that Raven as they did in game 1. But yeah, we'll see what we can find as well. Obviously, Savvy's Warbler is going to give us some cards, so maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get a Raven of our own, or really just anything, I think, to kind of improve what we've got in hand, because yeah, these are not necessarily the top tier options that you look to go for at this point of the game. Okay, he's laying eggs. He's laying eggs. That's interesting. Is that to discard, or is that to play? I don't know. Is that to play something else for a rodent, like a hunting bird? I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to lay eggs myself as well. And I think, as tempting as it is to keep hold of this for Enclosure Builder, I don't know. Siskin probably is never going to get used, so we'll get rid of that for now. And yeah, we'll see what Ethma's going to do. Are they going to play another wetland bird? They're not. They're gaining food. Okay, so maybe they just don't want to give me cards or give me any sort of hunting. That's fine. I'm going to draw cards. Okay, Northern Harrier. I actually don't mind that. That's not bad at all. So we win the end of round. Pretty good stuff there. We go into the next round. We've got a bullfinch in the tray, which I do quite like. And there is the food there for it, so I think I'll go for that. And that's going to help. I can start getting some food generation going here. I can see this lining up quite nicely. I can do the hawk, get food for the bullfinch, play that, and then I can start looking at getting some more birds down. That's not what I wanted to see. That is definitely not what I wanted to see. Okay. Oh man, how many points is that engine now? Just draw 3 here, draw 2 here. Man, so that's already a 5-point engine. Yeah, because they get 5 cards. I can't believe they found Savvy's Warbler and Chiff-Chaff. That's kind of crazy. They only had to draw like twice, maybe, in that first round, and instantly Savvy's and Chiff-Chaff. So there you go. That might be game, set and match. 5-point engine already. That's infinitely repeatable. And yeah, what was it? 17 turns left. They can just repeat that and get 85 points without doing anything else. So we'll keep going. We can only do what we can do. Let's play this hawk. And we've just got to maximize off these free cards that we're going to get given. So yeah, obviously Savvy's Warbler is going to keep giving us cards, and we can turn those into points with the Chaffinch ourselves. So I think we have got the lead already. So it's all about holding on to that. But yeah, I don't like to see this. I do not like to see this come together so quickly. To go from a 5 food and no bird start. Oh, we get a free food. Very nice. Okay, let's take a cherry. Do I want his Willet to succeed? Is a food worth a point? Maybe. Maybe it is. Okay, and we get a card. And it's a Purple Martin. Okay. Alright, things are looking better. Things are looking a bit better now. That's definitely more positive. I think it probably is time for you to go. So we'll hope for a worm. There we go. And hope for a hunt. There we go. Alright. So we can play this. I think we'll put this in the grasslands. And that's a pretty good engine there. That's a pretty good engine. If he's just going to feed us cards, we probably don't need to draw ourselves that much. We could just cycle with the Martin. And yeah, obviously have that Chaffinch as well. For a few more tuck cards. So I think Ethma's going to win this end around. Don't think we're going to get to 4 birds in habitat as much as I would like to. Okay, he's already skipping tucks. That's not good. That's not good. What has he found? What has he found? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I was thinking I could do like a double play in the forest, and I'm not gonna bother trying to compete for this anyway. We'll just play the Martin. And yeah, we do at least have egg space for these last two. Obviously, he has egg space as well, but I don't think. I don't know, unless he lucks out and finds a pink power. I don't want to jinx it, but that could well be his ticket to getting some eggs for that end of round. Okay, he's laying eggs. He's definitely got something. Rodent and a seed. Maybe he's just going to force a tucking bird, but oh, I don't know. Right, let's get rid of that. Could actually come in handy. I think we'll get rid of that. Hey, that would definitely come in handy. That would definitely come in handy. Okay. Oh, what now? I think we skip. I think we skip. Oh boy. Franklin's goal. What a time for that to come up. Okay. That is going to be perfect with this chaffinch as well. Good stuff. Okay. Right, I think we'll play this bullfinch and then take food because there is a fish there. Right, what's he played? American coot. Okay. So yeah, now that is that 7 points? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7 points. He can just repeat that. Maybe Willet will get some hunts. That's definitely scary. How many's he in already? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18. He's going to win this end around. And he's still got 2 turns. 6 turns. 5 turns. How many turns is that? 13 turns left for 7 points. Yeah, that's another 90 points to come. So we're going to need to hit triple digits. We're probably going to need like a 110 or something. 120 sort of score. That could prove difficult, but we'll try our best. We'll play this bullfinch. That's going to help out get a bit more food. I mean, if I can get both of these two down in the grasslands, that is a very strong grasslands. And as I say, more of these Savvy's Warbler cards. That is, every one of those is a point for me. I've got to remember that. So even though he's scoring 7, he is giving me 1 point every time. So yeah, that's a useful thing to bear in mind. But yeah, for us, it's just going to be about eggs, tucks, try and find some kind of big point birds maybe to play, and hopefully if we get some more free foods, we can play some of those birds. End of round goals as well. Franklin's goals can help out with that. But yeah, still need a couple more for the enclosure builder. So Savvy's Warbler, Kingfisher, not interested. Let's take foods. Okay, not getting the rodent I wanted. Take a worm. There's a rodent. So if he does get a hunt, we can pick up the rodent. Okay, so 30 points. I think we are going to be behind. It's not looking good. This is the full tuck from hell. That's kind of Ethma has somehow magicked this into existence. Definitely envious of how easily he was able to put this together. That's definitely some good fortune there, I have to say. Drawing the Savvy's Warbler and the Chiffchaff and the Coot so early on to add to this, but not much I can do about that. We'll just have to hope that this Franklin's goal can be our Lord and Saviour. So we get our rodent, which is very nice. And yeah, the positive, I suppose, is he didn't find a bush tit or a blackbird, so he's not going to have eggs in the wetlands or in the ground nest. He's probably going to have to lay eggs once just to qualify for those 2 end of rounds. But he can at least qualify for them both. Just by doing that. I think he'll probably find a pink power though. But getting food for that would prove challenging. Woodstalk, like to see that. Definitely like to see that. So hopefully a bit more free food can come our way. We'll get that down. But yeah, priority is going to be Franklin's Goal, and Harrier. Keep laying eggs, see what we find. And pray. Pray that it could be enough. Let's think about this. Once we've got the Gull and the Harrier, we'll lay 4 eggs, discard an egg, we'll get 2 cards. If the Harrier hits, that's a 4th point. Martin, 5th point. Tuck the 2 cards we drew from the Gull. That is 6, 7. And a free card from the Savage Swaddler. So in theory, we've got an 8-point engine, which is more than him. In theory. That's the catch. In theory, so we'll see. But yeah, Franklin's Goal, for sure. Get that down. So the engine can match, in theory, but it takes time. That Willet already 3 hunts as well. It takes time to get these birds down, so yeah. I think it is possible. I think it is possible that we still win this. But it ain't going to be easy. Okay, don't mind the Roadrunner. Is it worth waiting for a free food? Or do I just play the Harrier? I think I just play the Harrier. It's going to get enough activations. It's a better hunting power than this one, so... And I think I'd rather use the free food on stuff like the Woodstalk, and maybe I find some more Glacier Builder birds, so... We'll see. If I can find myself the Eagles, Benelli and Eastern Imperial. He's saving a lot of cards, which means he's probably found one. Oh no, that might have been because he just drawn, so... I think he always ends... Okay, another free food. We'll give ourselves a reroll. I think he always ends with at least 1 card. Yeah, he'll always end with 2 cards because the Savvies happens after the Chiff Chaff. So he'll always end with 2 cards, and then those 2 cards then go into the Chiff Chaff the next cycle round. So American Robin might be too late for you. Okay, that's good. Let's draw some cards. There we go. That could be interesting. But definitely you can go. Okay. I do think this flicker could be handy if it gets some extra food, but that can go, that can go, that can go. And Robin, it would be 1 point a turn, but it's a -1 point turn to play it. I don't think it's time. I think I've run out of time for Robin. But that was a good turn. That was a good turn. So we've got 3 eggs. We got a tuck on the Harrier, a tuck on the Martin, and then 4 tucks on the Chaffinch. So that was 9 points. That was 9 points. And we do have good egg space, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't think I can win this. Or I'll rephrase that. I think I can, but I don't think I will. It's possible, but it's unlikely. I do really need to hit this enclosure builder, so as good as this Woodstalk is, I'd trade it for a Whooping Crane in a heartbeat. Or a Puffin, or yeah. Something that actually hits this bonus card and maybe gives me 1 as well. I think that's what I'm going to be looking for. This Woodpecker, this could be an interesting play. It depends how much I need food. Depends how much I want to gamble. I'm not sure how gambly I need to be. Sometimes you have to go for it, but yeah, I'd probably rather when his Willet does hit, which does seem to be doing quite a lot. Probably want to be re-rolling and getting some Woodstalk food. Right, so having a little bit of a think here is old Ethma. Wonder what is on his mind. I almost feel like it's in this position where even if you get the Eagles, it's not worth it. Like Benelli's Eagle, maybe, but you have to skip tucks. So I don't know. Maybe you play it on your last turn because you're going to have some extra cards from the Warbler. He took one and drew one on a Housefinch, but I don't know. I don't think at this stage you need to be worried about that. I think that's a round 4 problem. Maybe he's thinking about the end of round, or maybe he has got pink power. Maybe he's found that cowbird and he's calculating. Is it worth spending a turn, getting the food, and playing it? Because that's 2 turns, and that's 2 turns where he could be having 7 tucks. So, you know, are those 2 turns going to be worth 14 points? Sometimes can depend on how many free eggs you get. So yeah, he's going for cards. No surprises. We swan. Well, he didn't find that earlier, so not much use to me. But never mind. Right, let's get some more eggs down. Good. We're going to need some more of those. Okay, you can go. Ibis, kind of interesting. I think Woodpecker is going to go. This still tempts me. Don't think this is ever going to get played, if I'm honest. So yeah, currently we're a 1 card deficit each turn because we get the Savvy card, we get 2 from the Gull, but we tuck 4 from the Chaffinch. So at some point we are going to have to skip some. We're definitely going to have to skip some. But yeah, I can afford to keep a few cards that I like the look of and that I might want to play. This could definitely be an option, just because I do have some of the food for it. But like I say, really, Whooping Crane, please, if you want to make an appearance. Now would definitely be the time for it. Right, Savvy card, Blue Grosbeak. No, thank you. Okay, this Harry's doing its job, which I like to see. Okay, Black-Crowned Night Heron, pretty good. Okay, we'll get rid of. Yeah, we'll just do 2 tucks for now. We'll just do 2 tucks for now. As I say, we're running a deficit, so we can skip and we can catch up later. So 58. Well, I don't think it's as many as what he's on. What's he got? 18. That will it with 4 caches. What's that? Another 15. That's already 33, 42, 53. I think he's on like 70 points, or he's laid eggs. Yeah, that'll be for the end of round. So 72, 77. He's going to be on 80 with this end of round. Oh man, I don't think we can do this. I don't think we can do this. Okay, we're getting lots of big point birds, but I don't think necessarily big point birds is what we're after here. At least not these ones that we can't really afford. Because his egret keeps missing, which is very annoying. Okay, do I get rid of... Maybe I get rid of the Night Heron. Bald Eagle could be interesting if I did actually get the food for that, because I could then use some of that food for these other birds, but that's unlikely to happen. Alright, so we do win that end of round at least. I do feel like I need to play another wetland bird, because he could... If he lays eggs, he gets 2 for the eggs, and it's a 6-point end of round swing. So yeah, that's 8 points, which is definitely better than him just drawing cards. There we go. Oh, I've never been so happy to see a Whooping Crane in my life. Okay, he can still tie the end of round if he wants to. Okay, right. Yeah, now we're gonna have some definite difficult decisions to make. Oh, feel like I should have tucked more birds there. I might end up missing out on some tucks, which would be annoying. I'm wondering if I play the flicker and just gamble. Because I could do flicker crane and then X twice. I'd have the space for that. I think I would just about have the space for that. This is where I really want his will it to hit once more. Because if it hits once more, that could be the difference between playing the Swift and Crane and not playing it. Oh man. I really don't think this is enough. I think he's going to be... I don't even know what his bonus card is. But I think he's going to be like 120 at least, so... This is tricky. Okay, Savvy card. Golden Eagle. Loads of big point birds. Okay, do I play the flicker? It'd be a huge gamble, and if it fails, I wouldn't feel so good. Because the safer play is just take food. I suppose playing the flicker's 1 point, taking food, I might get a point from the hawk anyway. And in theory, the thing is, playing the flicker gives me the egg space that I need. But in theory, that food that I gain, I could play the Woodstalk, or I could play that extra enclosure builder bird, so... I think I do have to go for food here. Okay, we get a fish. We get a fish, that gets us part way to where we want to be. Okay, we'll take a seed. Come on, hawk. Okay. The hunters are at least doing something here. I think the hawk missed once, but the Harry's been doing its job. But this does mean... Stork, I don't think we can play you because there's no rodent. So we'll play the Whipping Crane, we'll lay eggs. And we'll just have to pray that we can find something playable. Or that we get another food. We can play the Ibis. Yeah, I definitely need to play something because I can't let him lay eggs and tie the end around. That's too good of an option. Okay. Ooh, free food. Free food. So I can play a couple of birds. Okay. I think I play the Whipping Crane first, and then I wait and see. Because if I do get one more free food, playing that Woodstock could be worth it. But man, one more enclosure bird. One more enclosure bird is what I do so desperately need. All right. Savvy card. Ganser. Alright, let's play the Whipping Crane. We'll do that. And that. And we get Wetland Scientist. Or we get Nest Box Builder. I think Wetland Scientist here. Oh, I do wish I played that flicker now for the Nest Box Builder, but hindsight's 2020. Yeah, Wetland Scientist, I think. And play the Ibis. But yeah, I think I will have some cards left over here, which means I should have been more decisive. Definitely tuck some of these, but again, it's hard to know. So you want to keep some in reserve. So I think that will cost me a point. Is it going to be a costly point? Unlikely, given the scores. We'll see. We will see. I think he will just draw. He's going to draw 3 times. I think the exception is if he has one of the equals. I think it is worth. I think it is worth skipping tucks because they'll always have 2 cards left over. So you only need to skip 2 tucks to play what would be a 10 or 11 point eagle. So it's then an 8 or a 9 point turn, and that's more than drawing cards for 7. Yeah, I think we'll lay eggs. We'll see. Like I say, if we can get the free food and play the stork, I think that's the play. But otherwise it'll be Ibis. I've just hit the word scientist, but yeah, I'm not sure there's any other bonus birds. Like Puffin's the other one, but Puffin, since I used that fish, Puffin's not an option. I don't think there's anything that could hit both of these and give me a bonus card. Oh, well, come on, Ethma. Surely, with the game on rails like this, with all due respect, I'm sure it doesn't take this long to be deciding which of all these cards you're going to tuck. Maybe he's working out, is it worth using the Will It or not? Because, like, if I'm in his position, I'm looking at this board and thinking, can't lay eggs twice. Not really got the space for that. Going to miss out on at least... I think you miss out on 2 eggs if you lay eggs twice here. So it's pretty clear I'm going to need to play a bird. But which bird? When I've already got a few food. But yeah, even if I did play this Woodstock, what am I looking for? I suppose Rodentologist, Omnivore are the obvious ones. Get 6 points from each of those. There's a Grey Heron. Okay. Yeah, we'll lay eggs. Make sure that we do get 1 on the crane. Oh, there's the Easter Legal. So he doesn't have it. I would have preferred if I could have had it. But yeah, sadly not to be okay. I think we do skip the goal here. I think we do skip the goal. And yeah, we'll just tuck. We'll tuck these 4. We still get that last little bit of flexibility on that final turn. But I don't think we're going to... Oh, actually, no. We are going to hit 100. I'll take that back. I was going to say I don't think we'll hit 100, but the end of round will get us to 100. And then we play this Ibis for 9. So 109, it's respectable. But as I said, I don't think it's enough. I think Ethma is going to be in the 120s here. Of course, he's still got 2 more turns left. He must have found Benelli's equal. If he's not found the Eastern Imperial, I'm sure he's found Benelli, so we'll see if that makes an appearance. We'll be able to tell, thanks to the new update, we can see how many cards. So if he keeps 4 cards, that's going to look really sus. And we're going to be able to see it coming, but otherwise, yeah, I think it is just going to be drawing cards and getting all of those tuck cards. Let's have a look. Where were you earlier? Snow Bunting? Come on. What a joke that you come up now. Never mind. Okay, let's play this Ibis. And yeah, be done with this game. Man, if that Snow Bunting, if I had got that earlier, that could have made a game of it, because that takes another point off his engine. So yeah, if I could have got that in round 2 and got maybe another 10 points, 10 points could be within the margin of of victory here for Ethma. But we'll see. We're going to find out very soon. Because we know he doesn't have Benelli. So it's one last turn drawing cards. One last turn getting all of those tucks. If his Willet hits now, that's just going to be the real kick in the teeth. Because, yeah, like I say, I don't know. Woodstock, if Woodstock gave me Omni, it's 4 more points than playing Ibis. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's going to be enough. Right, last savvy card, black turn. Could have played that for enclosure, but never mind. We win the end of rounds, which is very good. But we're going to go into the scores, and I think we are going to lose here, which is definitely not quite as good. So obviously, we're going to take the lead here in bird points. He has no bonus card points. That's a relief. End of rounds, and of course eggs as well. We are going to pull ahead. But yeah, tuck cards. We have a fair number ourselves, so we are going to get a respectable score. But I think we are going to stop just short there on 109. Ethma's going to keep counting up and up and up and up and up. And there we go, 120 on the dot. So I'll pat myself on the back there for calling the score. But what can you do against that? Oologist. Yeah, not the board fruit oologist, but man, 87 tucks. Fair play, Ethma. You got the setup for that one. Savvy's Warbler and Shift Chaff coming in so quickly, so early on to get that set up. And sadly for us, that's the end of the rotate in this tournament. Yeah, even with the girl, not sure what more we could have done. 11-point margin, like I say. Maybe a slightly better bonus card here, and maybe if we had hit this enclosure builder. And maybe if we'd got that in Eastern Imperial Eagle, we could have potentially challenged, but yeah, once this setup was down so quickly, it was always going to be an uphill battle. But there you go. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that game. And yeah, I will see you again very soon. Hopefully in some more tournament game action.